Hey everybody, this is Peter Pagliani, and this is my birthday stream, I guess. My drawathon. So I'm just going to be doodling and catching up a little bit, and if anybody wants to pop in, I threw the link into the chat to join the stream. So I started a couple of minutes late because, hey, my cats were starving all of a sudden. So it's been a while since I did a stream, and gotta get reacquainted with what the heck I do. Yeah. So, birthdays are weird for me. Online persona, celebrity, whatever. Ever since I joined Facebook and started building more and more of an audience, the comments and private messages, mostly, for the first, I don't know, batch of years, it was strictly mostly on Facebook that I would get birthday wishes, because they had their birthdays listed in there and whatnot. But now I'm getting messages on Twitter and Instagram. I get a bunch of messages on LinkedIn, even DeviantArt. So it's across the board. I get a couple of emails. Mostly those are sort of companies telling me happy birthday and stuff. So it's kind of really, really, really strange. So yeah, I mean, the last batch of years, it's like I get at least 500 messages, if you add them all up across the different sites, and it's just I've never had 500 people in person wishing me happy birthday. So it's kind of funny and strange and weird and all that. What is it? Oh, my Kindle has been binging all morning, which is those are like my messenger direct messages and stuff. Anyway, so I heard from my brothers, and my brother Jimmy was kind enough to let everybody on Twitter know that it was my birthday. So I'm getting more responses and retweets and messages than ever before. So this is just kind of, it's always a funny, strange time for me. But and I noticed you in the chat there. I'll get to you in a minute. Yeah, I have nothing really to say other than, yeah, it's a very strange experience. And I noticed on Facebook, actually I started getting messages last night, which is, typical, usually the case. People want to wish you a happy birthday ahead of time, or they're in different time zones. So I was writing out a post this morning, and if you saw my sort of birthday post, my cat decided to play with me as I was doing that, and she hit the keyboard. And typically on Facebook, if you do a post, if you're writing out a post and it doesn't go through, it would still keep the text you wrote out, but it came back with there was a problem and the text was gone. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I wrote out this thing and it's like, okay, I'm not going to remember exactly what I wrote out. I got a bunch of things to do today. And I just wrote the post that I put up, and I also just put it up on my Twitter and on my Instagram, because different friends see different things and all that jazz. So yeah, that happened, and then of course, as soon as I go to start the stream here, my cats get very, very hungry, so they start all bugging me at the same time, and decided to feed them before I jumped in here. And quickly, I'll do a little share. Why is oh Jesus? Oh, I know what I gotta do. I just noticed my my webcam is out of focus, so I'll get to that. Wait, is that? Yeah, okay. I'll fix that in a second. Be patient, one and all. No, wait, that's not that. That's the wrong thing. It's been a little while. All right, it takes a minute. Anyway, meanwhile, got some happy birthdays from people who showed up here. Thank you, Emmy. We got introducing Emmy. And we got Crimson Owl Comics, Ronnie. Happy birthday, my friend. Thank you, buddy. And I posted this here in the chat. If you want to come on for a second or a little bit, please join the stream. Just click that link and you'll get into the green room. I'll let you in if I like it. And Itchy, Ictus, how are you doing, buddy? And we have Global Frequency Studios. Let's see if I might. Where is this stupid program? It takes forever. Happy birthday. Thank you. And I never know who's behind the posting of Global Frequency, but I'm guessing it's Aaron. Ictus says happy birthday. Thank you. And some ats. And we have the real Arcadian, friend Jay. Hey, Chief, happy birthday. It's my birthday, too, so I'm going to hop on a train and go see my mom. Have a good day. Awesome. Yeah, he sent me a private message earlier, and he shares my birthday. Well, nobody shares my birthday. It's my birthday. But that's totally funny and awesome. Yeah, I'm an Aries, and Aries are quite weird. So I'm weird. I'm doing awesome. Enjoying my day off. Awesome. Excellent. And Jan, welcome everybody, by the way. Happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, okay. So it's frequency Euro and it's still sleeping. Cool. All right, where's my program? Here it is. Okay, let's fix this. Advanced, blah, blah, blah. All right, does that? There we go. Okay. I'm just doodling, but might as well see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, I don't really want to do a detailed thing. I was thinking, what did I want to doodle? I'm going to attempt to do something against my grain, and do little figures. So we'll see how that goes. But to catch up a little bit, because I don't want to go into a whole thing about everything that's going on, or an update report, because it's like, this is just me showing up for my birthday to celebrate with you guys, and I have lots of news, but I want to wait a little while longer. If you don't already know, let's see. I'm trying to keep this simple. All right. I'm busy doing a bunch of stuff, and I realized early this year, I've known for quite some time that, I'm really behind in a lot, doing for myself and doing for others. And if anything, I've built up a lot of bad habits over the years, and that's like, because life intervenes, and other people's schedules, and like there's reasons, but the main thing is like, I've been, to a small degree, chasing like this online stuff. And it's not my online community per se. It's more like, trying to expand my name and expand my brand out there, is a lot of work. And anybody who does it, whether it's a little bit or a lot, knows that it takes a lot of work. And because of that, I feel like, I built up nothing but bad habits because of it. And I really wanted to focus on, why am I here? As well as build my skills back up, because I felt that the focus has gone away from my skills, and more towards getting more likes and getting more views and all that jazz. And that's just an endless thing. For anybody who's online and wants to promote their own projects and sell stuff, and have a ever increasing fan base, knows that it's an ongoing job to a certain extent. And I'll get back into that in full swing, but I feel like I lost my way a little bit. So I brought it back to the basics. And, started my career in 1991. So I really wanted to get back into the rhythm of things the way I used to, which is, basically I worked my things like a day job, and I clocked in, did a lot of work, then clocked out, and I worked at home, same as now, and other than maybe a couple of phone calls throughout the week, I really didn't, it's like maybe a friend or a work associate would show up at my place, but most of the time it was just me at the artboard, working on whatever project I was working on. And back then, really, it was, one thing at a time, which is, that's very different from me now. It's like I'm working on multiple things. And that was more a business decision on my behalf. I've always had, lots of ideas, and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I'm working on this project for somebody, but I also want to write something else for, a strip I want to do, or a comic one shot, or, it's like, I've been building and building more and more things I want to do, but getting less and less done. So, yeah, I just wanted to get back into the rhythm of working and staying offline, and being less focused on what everybody else is up to or what's going on in the world, and just getting more in touch with myself and my progress and my projects, and also, the paid gigs I got going on. So I've been doing a lot of that, and it's still, it has its good days and bad days. Confidence swings high and low. But I have definitely, like, what I've been doing most of my career is inking, and I've got reconnected with that. That was one of my concerns, that like I wasn't, not necessarily doing my best work, but I wasn't up to par with where I, should be. I think I'm still years away from doing my very, very, very best work as far as inking, but I'm content with the skill level I am at. But I knew I wasn't, delivering. So I wanted to, work on that. Obviously I want to pencil and write, and I want to work on those skills, and focus on that. And part of writing is, like, I've not given up on reading, but I'm so distracted with everything of late that I stopped reading. So I wanted to get back into reading. So I've been getting back into reading. I actually picked up a bunch of art books and slowly reading those, and going through some lessons, just basics. And what I'm doing here has nothing to do with anything. It's just what I thought I'd do during the stream. So you're not just, staring at my face or whatever. But yeah, feels good to be reading again. And it's, it's not every day is a perfect day, but I am reading more. I am working on my skills more. I am working more. Hey, Tiffany, welcome. And thank you for that happy birthday. Thanks, everybody. Whether you've done it here or done it on one of my social sites. So yeah, I've been trying to get a lot more focused, and it's for the most part been working out. It's not 100% solution, but I just felt I lost my way a little bit. I know in the big scheme of things, I want to improve my business and make more money and do better at any sort of thing I attempt online. So that always means to me is getting my business going better and actually producing products upcoming, and as well as comics and merch and doing these streaming events, if you want to call them that. It's like I don't have a huge audience on my YouTube, but it's grown definitely in the past year because I gave focus to it. But it's like I know I should be further along and growing my audience there. So it is something I will get back to. It's crazy the amount of work I put into it over the past. I know I joined in 2007, but I've only been kind of sort of focused on it since 2012, thereabouts. And yeah, so I get some ideas, and more so than anything else, it's the basic. Well, if you post consistently, if you stream consistently, if you make art consistently, if you have products consistently, then you will reap the rewards as long as you're producing quality. And so I'm focused on learning what I need to learn to start producing merchandise, and I'll start doing prints and stickers and magnets and t-shirts, that sort of thing. Everything the money I make from that will go into bettering my business. I know I spent, I mentioned buying art books, but I also bought more art supplies. This is I haven't actually touched it yet, but this is something I got recently. And let's see, I do it this way. Here's the biggest bottle of ink. Pelican is by far my favorite ink. So I got me a bottle of that, and that's like, that alone is like, I think I paid close to $70 for that. But that will last me a long time. I also got Higgins Black Magic. Higgins is good, but I feel like half the time I have to go over my inks to make them, like I like to make my finished inks as black as possible. I'm trying, I don't know, I swing back and forth. I'm trying not to be as perfectionist, but at the same time, it's only when I'm a perfectionist do I feel like I've achieved quality work. So, you know, just I just put in the work and try not to think about it, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, so I picked up that. What else did I get art wise? I spent another over $300 on art supplies. Well, the books were I included with that. I don't know, little things. Yeah, nothing's. Oh, I picked up some printer ink because I was running low, and that's going to be a consistent thing. Why do you go white? Why do you go white? Why do you go white? Oh, okay, there it goes. I don't have it exactly. All right, yeah, cool. Have a good dinner. Thank you. Thanks for showing up, buddy. Yeah, I picked up some printer ink. I got to print out some more stuff to ink. And that will definitely help me for since I'm doing more and more, getting more and more digital pencils. That will definitely help me print out more work and ink some stuff and all that jazz. And I'm still a frustrated blue line inker, and part of that is, when it comes to anything technical, the only way to learn for me is to do things over and over and over. And I'm still new at printing out. Why is this going white? Printing out blue lines. Will this help? No. Let's see if I do this. Respond. It's not responding. Yeah, correct. Oh, get a circle. Okay. Can't really see what I'm drawing, but I'm just doodling. Why does it do that? Maybe I'll just turn this on. Is that better? Yeah, okay. Let's just go with that. All right. Jake is here. Happy birthday, suit. Thank you. Hope you're molting well. I am molting very good. Sounds kind of personal. So yeah, I really want this next year to be a lot better for me career wise, and that means to really push forward with a lot of the plans I've been having, and to really really do things like the professionals do. it's I have a tendency to really return to my roots as far as the way I do things, and and that always means like returning to what I originally did, which is just inking. But to be effective and competitive, and yada yada yada, in today's market and today's world, the last thing I need to be doing is just inking. And I need, I need and know that that people want like merchandise from me and want to support me. And it's like I do have my Patreon. I do have a paypal.me/PeterPagliani link that you can go to. I didn't put any links in this episode, but I'm sure I'll put them in at some point after the fact. So it's definitely like, I will be getting to all that kind of fun stuff. So you can support me and show your support by having, t-shirt or print or whatever that your friends can envy. Be the envy of your friends with a Has Comics Dude t-shirt or something. But yeah, for the most part, it was going well. I know, like, part of the reason I wanted to do this today was this time last year was probably the height of my paranoia and despair as far as like what's happening in the world with COVID and pandemic and all that. Last year I did absolutely nothing. I barely acknowledged that I had a birthday. I might have gotten messages and response to messages and blah 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 online, but as far as me in real life, I don't think I even so much as went out on my birthday. And it was like people have to wear masks and it's like things are closing down and the shelves are empty on supplies, and like, what the hell is happening? I think it was later in April and May that things started making a little more sense as to where things were going to be for a little while. And now it's like, while the pandemic is clearly not over, I wouldn't say I'm more relaxed. I don't know. I'm just, I could wrap my brain around where we are at the moment, and it's a little more hopeful. Things are opening up, which is great to a certain degree, but also like it's not the end yet. So it's also like troubling, and supposedly, depending on where you look at numbers, like I think they're still increasing, and maybe increasing more now that more things are open. But you can't worry about that every second of every day. So it doesn't do good for your mentals. Ding, ding, dings. I hear dings everywhere. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely more hopeful now, and people are getting the vaccine now. I haven't got mine yet, but they're starting to get in town. but definitely, like yesterday, I went outside of town with a friend of mine, and so did a little shopping for her, and picked up a few things, and just like, she took me for a birthday lunch, um, and did a little window shopping. Went to the hardware store, picked up a few things, just drove around a bunch, and it was great to see like the country and animals, and just, you know just nice to see outside. And it's like, I love being in Kentucky, for that, like, to see just nature. And I lived and spent most of my life in New York, and trust me, if I was making six figures, I would still be living there. Um, but when I was young, me and my family always used to go to Jersey, which I always used to call upstate New York, and we used to go there every summer for vacation, summer camp. Um, and so, it's like, I'm not 100% city boy. I'm no country boy as well, but um, I freaking love just being around trees and water, and nature, and animals. Definitely an animal lover. Currently, if you don't know, um, I have three cats. It varies from time to time as I play cat juggling with my friend, and but yeah, just three, and I love each and every one of them, and we're all doing well. Um, oh, and one of the things I picked up recently, because I don't drive, or nor do I own a car, which would be foolish if I don't have a license. Um, being from New York, I don't drive. So I figured, hey, it's like, I've had bikes in my lifetime, and so I figured I pick up a bike, since I haven't had one recently. It's been a little while, and definitely, it's like, I am 58 now. In a couple of years, I'll start hitting my midlife crisis, but I'm still a couple of years away. But definitely, my metabolism has slowed down, and I've gained some weight. And I need to do more exercise. So definitely a bike will help in that matter. It sucks that my immediate block that I'm on is like a freaking hill. Because it's just, I like going, I'm used to Brooklyn. Everything, it wasn't utterly, it wasn't totally flat, like, I guess like Texas would be, but it was close to flat. and I'm in my immediate area is kind of hilly, so I can't really judge, like, has it been so long that I've been on a bike that it's wearing me out from going a little distance, or is it just because I'm trying to go up a hill and I'm not used to that on a bike? But I'm sure it'll get easier and better the more I do it. I still walk around, still plan to walk around, but now I have the bike for extra exercise, so that'll be good. So let me catch up. Some people talking. And Jake Jake being my wrench guy, putting out the word that you can support me on PayPal.me, or you can support me on Patreon. People's talking with each other. Okay, we have Elliot. Hey, buddy, thank you. Thanks for showing up, wishing me a happy birthday. Oh, Ronnie, you're the best. Sent me some birthday money. Yeah, people talking. I stake my money on comics, then a car, and license. Don't know pay off. Well, a car is definitely great to have. I'm a little spoiled. My best friend has one, so anything if I need to get anywhere that's not walking distance, she'll drive me. Yeah, just the people's talking. So yeah, so like the funny thing, the reason why I say like in a couple of years I'll start hitting my midlife crisis is I don't imagine. I always say like I'm going to pass away when I'm 120 because I got way too much I want to do, and I feel like I'm a bit of a late bloomer, but that's not necessarily the case. It's like there's people that get into things when they're in the 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Since average lifespan is 80 something, to be more on the positive spectrum end of the spectrum. Not a lot of people live to 120, but not, I'm trying for a record. But things have been good. I'll speak a little bit about like the place mentally and physically and productively that I love to be in is where I wake up and I'm excited for the day and excited to be working on what I'm working on. And I'm able to, have breakfast, feed the cats, maybe go for a short walk, connect with people online, maybe post something, simple, take care of any business emails, blah, 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 make a call if I need to, and then just like sit down to my workday, and for it to be hassle-free. Like, to me, I like listening to music. I like listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, art related, comic related, whatever. To where I don't have any anxiety about the moment or the day, and just get down to work, and it to be mentally not taxing and all that jazz. Gibbon Regular, happy birthday. Go hit some sweet jumps on the BMX. I don't know if it's a BMX, but it's a Huffy bike, a Nighthawk brand name. What was I going to say? Oh, it's under the mountain bike category, and I figured I'd get a mountain bike because I don't like anything delicate. I don't want to worry about, if I hit a pebble or a small hole, that the bike isn't going to fall apart. So I like something very, very sturdy, and that's been most of my bikes. So I definitely got this one. It's very, it's very clean lines. It's I wouldn't say it's a 10 speed, but it's got like 3 speeds, but then micro speeds. Like 3 speeds on the left handle that I can change, and then 6 micro changes within on the right that I could change. I still haven't figured it all out, but it's very cool bike, and it's black with blue and green highlights, if you can. But thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you. And Jake is right. Creators are kids forever, and hopefully we all live forever. Good vibes. So yeah, to get back into just what I was talking about, being a creative, being an artist, and I know a lot of people talk about anxiety and self-image, and there's a lot of words and phrases that get tossed around when it comes to artists. And artists can be, actual drawers, or they can be singer-songwriters, or they can be performing artists, or, it's like, it's a lot of mental issues that come along with all that. And more so for comic people, because, like, I know 95% of comic book people work from home, and they're alone, and that's their day. So it's sometimes, a lot of times, a lot more times than we care, a freaking mental challenge, just to focus on the work and get work done, and have a good day. And I would say I think it's been a couple of months. You can see the exact date on the last video. This is when I sort of went on hiatus. But I would say half the time has been that kind of scenario, like where I've had a good day and I've been productive, and no mental angst or hassles going on. But it's still been challenging at times, and it's still easy to get knocked off the path. But it's less it's less for other reasons than my own reasons. Meaning, like, because I've been less involved on looking at everybody's posts and watching everybody's videos and seeing what everybody's up to, and seeing what challenges everybody else is facing right now, and just focused on my own improvement and my own productive, getting things on track kind of scenario. It's a little easier. It's been a little easier to get to those sort of highs and really good days. So that's been very, very cool. And yeah, it's like I said early on that I didn't want to go into detail about projects and like most people know what I'm working on. But like I'm not going to start gauging when everything's going to be done and out there. But I would say keep watch and expect in a couple of months there'll be a lot more going on, or a lot more you can check out. And that things are going well. As far as what most people are aware of, which is retro. Progress is being made, and movement is happening. And I'm committed to getting this book out this year. But I'm just not. I'm not going to set a deadline for it at this second, because I fail immensely as to prediction. And it's more like, well, I predict June because I'm optimistic. It's a rough gauge of what I need to do and get done. But there's always something which slows things down or takes me away. I got to make more money, so I got to take on other work, that sort of thing. So hopefully I'll be getting more, I'll be getting merchandise out there. I'll be promoting my Patreon more. I'll be doing more things effectively online where I can get, I could get more income and won't have to take on more inking gigs and that. Although, I would say in the last couple of months, more opportunities have come my way, and to the point where I may not have to worry about hustling for work, which that's a huge relief and time suck that I'll be avoiding. So that's really good news. But yeah, I just really want to get things going, and I know, like, I sort of had the mindset of really just being a lot more productive, a lot more consistently, and a lot more effectively. And I wanna, like, my goal is to triple my productivity. And as long as I keep focused on that, then I think I'm better off. Because then, I don't get stuck in the minutiae of things, and I just make better, progress. Crimson outside, I can't join in the stream. Doing work around my neighborhood. Totally understand, man. There were times I started a stream and I started cutting grass, and it would be impossible for me to hear my own thoughts. So no worries. In fact, it's like I did put the link to the stream, at the beginning of the chat. You could see it. But if nobody shows up, that's fine too. It's like this is just I feel like I haven't connected in a while. And my plan is to come back, and my plan is to be consistent with doing streams and making videos. But I really want to feel it in my gut. Like, I could say, well, I want to get this project done, this project done, this project done. I don't think I'm going to wait that long. Because I think that would be a lot longer than just saying, well, I need to know in my gut that I'm headed in the right direction and all that jazz. We do have a contestant. Who is this? State your name.
Contestant. How do you
Welcome
do?
to the show.
Thank you. You got me at like an awkward spot now because I was about to eat pizza and then I heard like you had posted a link and everything. And I'm like, damn, I feel sorry for the guy. I need to come over.
Oh.
But I can eat and talk at the same time. Just don't munch as I speak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, it's like I haven't really been consistently doing much online, and definitely I haven't done a video lately, so I don't expect, hey, I show up, let's get 1,000 people in chat. And then, you know, it's like, I don't expect that.
Oh, you mean like a glorious return?
Yes, glorious.
You know, 1,000 applause and everything. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I'm afraid you're stuck here with me.
I've come and gone so many times on YouTube that at this point it's just a regular thing.
But hey, at least the closest and smallest company is often the most intimate and more endearing ones.
That's right. We're not no mega corporation here that you know society needs or something.
Yeah, I think it's more productive that way, in a way that we communicate on a small scale. Because if we all communicate at once, like 1,000 people on one stream, it will be a high mind and just more noise, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I let some people know that I was going to do a stream, but I didn't actually like go on one-on-one saying, "Hey, are you coming? You know, are you going to be there?" It's like I just post around, "Hey, I'm doing this thing. If you want to show up," kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, you know, in regards to like what I want to achieve in the big scheme of things, which is, you know, I want to draw and I want to write, but like the main focus of me since I began this career has been comics, and you know, you're talking about like big corporations is like, you know, Marvel and DC have amazing characters, but I think they lost the grasp of how to do it, and that's my focus. Like, you know, it's like I might not have amazing names for my characters or even designs like they do, but I plan to do great comics to the best of my ability. And I plan. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And I plan to, like, I really think, like, if they got their act together, they could be amazing today. Like, there's all these excuses out there. Oh, because of this, because of that. You know, it's like they're a company, they're trying to make money. You know, they're shooting themselves in the foot. So, like, it may take me a lot longer to get there, like, to where I'm producing the line of books I want to produce. But once I am, it's like, because I grew up with superhero comics. You know, I read a bunch of everything else, but that's always been my main joy. So I plan to do a bunch of superhero books and then have a team book, and keep it simple and straightforward. And, you know, like Marvel and DC originally did. And it's gotten a lot more complicated for them, and I think they stumbled as far as their ability to do good comics because of it. You know, it's like X-Men doesn't need to be 10 different books. Batman doesn't need to have 20,000 people in his universe. You know.
Yeah, there's there's like a lost art to it now.
Yeah.
Or it has like that tentative, like, lost art feel to it, that they don't execute superheroes as well as they used to.
Yeah.
But it's not like there's excuses. They're pointing out heavily contributing symptoms that have made the books bad, or have made the industry as it is right now.
Yeah.
But I admire the optimism that indie creators who want to carry the spirit of superheroes onward do that with their own work, and that should be commended. We have like Shel Presto and Mike DiBaggio, who want to create their own, who do create their own superhero books, and they somehow manage to invoke that spirit, much like the old golden era, silver era comics did.
Yeah.
So I think it's on it's on to the people that have a genuine interest to tell more simpler stories, more of those mythos centric stories.
Yeah.
To deliver that content, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I haven't been reading Marvel and DC, but I know they still have highly talented people, and everybody who does work for them, I'm sure, is putting in their best work, but it's like where they lose focus is how they go about things, and renumbering things is wrong in my opinion. Doing 100 variant covers is wrong. As far as making the comics the focus, and really just quality control and continuity control, and it's like a lot of the things they used to do so well, they stopped because they thought the thing they gave focus to other things, and it's not for the betterment of their books.
Exactly. For like the big two, I think there's been there's a state of crisis when it comes to superhero books.
Yeah.
In that the fans that have been pointing it out that they're going towards that like opposing direction in which it should have stayed away from. I think when they denounced that feedback and reply, because they thought that they were going to expand the market because of profits,
Right.
they jaded a lot of true fans, real, authentic fans that have been growing up and reading those comics for a number of years. And those that remain have sort of positioned themselves to agree with whatever they put out, and at the same time fit the system by giving into that variant stuff, or the variant covers, and likewise using those same tactics to recruit new readers. But in the long run, it won't work. You've seen that with the numbers that Comics by Perch have been publishing, in particular with Captain Marvel, because she had several relaunches with several variants tied to the number one.
Yeah. Captain Marvel, I read some of that stuff in the early days, Carol Danvers' Captain Marvel.
When she was Ms. Marvel?
I guess, she started at Ms. Marvel. That's right. And there's no more convoluted superhero than her. But it's like, they had the essence of a good character. I personally was a huge fan of the original Captain Marvel, and it's like, why not just come out with a different name, and why does it have to be like a female version of a popular character or whatever, but anyway, it's a whole conversation. But I like the movie. I don't know. It's like I think that's where they just kept putting on different writers and different artists, and the new team was using bits and pieces of what the old team did and just rewriting other bits, and but somehow they made a good movie out of this character that I don't even know, like in the comics verse nowadays, what she is, if she's still that or whatever. But
like the signs of a bad book is when you see the hacksaw and the duct tape. That's when I'm calling it out. Like for Deadpool, because I'm a Deadpool whale.
Right.
I'd enjoyed Gary Dugan's run immensely, although that I didn't read his Twitter. And I know that he can act a little bit, rowdy at times on that platform. I did enjoy the way that he contributed and tried to stitch together up the whole problem with Deadpool's origins and the like. But that was like in the midst of all of this argumentation that superheroes had lost their place, their sense of identities, and all that stuff. I kind of found it amusing to see that while they were still publishing books that did have a sense of direction and sense of like clarity, because it explains a lot, or it tries to like explain certain things with that character in a Byronic hero fashion.
Yeah, I don't think I read much of Deadpool. I didn't know too much about him, but I gotta admit, I love the movies.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah, but it's like as far as Deadpool, I did ink a Deadpool cover over Jim Calafiore, and actually he wrote his first story for Marvel with Deadpool that I inked, that he penciled and I inked, but they never published. But I knew years ago you could find it online, and there's still a possibility of that. It's Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe, and the reason they didn't publish it was because originally they stuck it in the drawer, and then they took it out months later or whatever, and the whole Marvel Universe changed their costumes and looks. Mm-hmm. So it was like too much of a waste of time we have to patch up half the issue, or
See, if you still have a copy of that, I'll be gladly taking that off your hands. No, like Marvel versus the Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe. That was Cullen Bunn. The first iteration of it. There's like 3 iterations. I know that there's an omnibus called versus Marvel versus the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And then there's like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again, which is like a pseudo sequel, but that was on top of the whole like post Secret Wars 2 stuff.
Yeah, I mean Califiore's story that he wrote was before all that. Mm-hmm. And it was just, a silly, fun tale. And I wish they would have published it as is or whatever, but, I doubt they ever will at this point, but, they might have took the clue from that and somebody else, did it, because, it's like I've been part of, some proposals up at Marvel and up at DC back in the day. And, I know a lot of proposals like that don't go through, like the ideas and concepts of them show up anyway.
Yeah, it's like they dig through the archives for some mysterious reason, and they just retool it when the time comes.
Yeah, Mike Emmerich, it's your birthday. Thank you. Thank God.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, and Global said, Aaron's going to be so sad he missed the chance to hang with you two on stream. Yeah, well, he should wake up early.
You know what, Frequency Girl? It's his own fault. He should get
It's
more
just-
coffee.
Yeah.
Well, he should get, if he only could get more coffee, if he could only open the box.
I saw that.
Klutz.
I said, what is it, childproof?
No, you're turning the lid wrong. You have to use the other arm.
Yes. But yeah.
Oh, hey, Frank.
You know. Yeah, there he is, Frank Salazar. Welcome. You know, the link is at the start of the chat. If you want to come into the stream, just say hi, happy birthday, or hello, or promote your new sneakers or whatever.
New sneakers.
At this point, I'm just, chilling, gabbing. Good old Jake. So, so you're working on something. Is it 9-volt or what is it again?
Oh, I've been working a little bit everywhere, I think now. Strange like thing. It has name Volt or like the word Volt in it somehow.
Oh, that's right. That's you're with the Indie Volt guys.
Yeah.
Anthology. Yeah. Right.
So
That's
I've been
cool.
contributing an 8-pager there, and I contributed 8 pages on the latest 9-volt, the Cosmic Unknown.
Very cool.
And,
yeah, I was on their show a couple of times, the Indie Volt guys.
Yeah. I was there yesterday, I think. Yeah, on the breakfast bus, on the panel, and humor the old guys. I have the youth card. Okay, I'm 26. Don't at me. I can harass the old fogies. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, they'll beat me over my head with their experience, and I'll beat back with I don't know, solicitations.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm of like, I've been working on 9-volt for the past couple of issues now. I definitely see the age sort of reflect on interest, or like the age reflect interest thing that you mentioned earlier.
Right.
It's sort of like, it's like a strange cousin to the whole like know what you write what you know thing, you know?
Yeah.
And in that you sort of want to see the things that you grew up with, or that you've been accustomed to.
Yeah.
And you want to see more of that, but bring some new flair to it. I commend people doing that too, because I'm of that same thought as well. But whereas I'm not very taken aback with superheroes, I'm more focused on psychological horror and horror. And I don't know. I do have like a wide tendency to write about storytelling or storytellers. I figured.
Allison.
Hey, Alec.
How's it going?
Good. Thanks for the happy birthday.
No problem. So you're having a happy birthday so far?
Yeah, I got some plans there. Sort of went out yesterday and ate and drove around a lot and saw the country.
Well,
It
that
was supposed to
works.
rain, but it was actually nice most of the day. So it was nice.
Well, that's good at least. It's
Yeah.
really nice
yeah.
here. My window's open, so I apologize. I live near a main road, so, and a hospital.
No problem.
I pretty much live next to one of the major hospitals on the South Shore here, so handy if I'm
Sure,
ever
it's
having.
an active area then.
Yeah. Yeah, Route 18.
Oh, we got pages.
You're sharing what you're working on?
Yeah, I'm working on it's not going to be this many pages. It's only for a thing that I can't focus the name of right now in my head. Anthology. That's the word I wanted.
Ah, there it came through.
Yeah. It's amazing that everybody's like more and more involved in anthologies now. It's great.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a cook-a-line, you know, or like potluck. Everybody's bringing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a female creator anthology, so should be
Cool.
fun.
Did I do something for it? No.
Well, I mean, if you identify as female, I guess you could, but hey.
Nope. I'm a dude.
I don't care either way, so.
As long as it's books, you know.
Yeah. We're all creators. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, right now I'm not creating. I was supposed to do the script for Deadline, but I can set up a little bit of time.
I'm actually redrawing a piece I did that since my art style has definitely evolved over the past year or so, so I wanted to redo it and see what I come up with. My goal is to this is the book I'm working on.
Okay.
Cool.
You on the covers too? You doing the covers?
Yep, doing everything.
Excellent.
Nice.
So that's the first page. I still have some coloring left on it, but I want to get a little bit further on. It's been slowly
So
but
your
surely.
work completely digital?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I do a lot of my concept work traditionally, but the ability to use the lasso tool to refine things, and I build a lot of my backgrounds in 3D, so I can turn them easier and then basically sketch over them. Like I block out like silhouettes of characters and stuff like that when I do things. So, but, yeah, like this was a 3D background that so I can change it from any angle, and then go through and adjust it.
Right.
And I'll texture it so it looks more hand drawn. But
you use Blender for the programming?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I use a lot of Blender.
So like going in and taking screenshots and then overlaying in, just do the composition by adding filters and stuff.
Well, somewhat. Basically what I can do is I can take the Blender files, save it as an object file, and I can bring it directly into Clip Studio and turn it around and stuff.
Yeah, I think I've seen like there's some 3D manipulation asset or like 3D assets that you can get from the opener. I haven't used Clip for a very long time, so I'm very new to that stuff. I result in just jumping into like Source Engine games and just take screenshots and sort of
There's
build
nothing
from that.
wrong with that. I mean, if I ever drew a modern, like most of my stuff is fantasy. If I ever did something more modern, it would be, I would do, like I would go to Google Earth and like look at the city I wanted to do and pull stuff from there.
Yeah. I do. I use Google Earth as well, mostly for like mapping or geographic approximations.
Yeah, it's basically to do with it.
I'm like building like a fictional town, but I have to use a different town on the same thing or like the same area to like build the bases.
That makes sense. Yeah, I have my main city built in 3D, so that I set my comic in, so that's fun. It's huge. I don't have it textured or anything like that. I just have everything kind of blocked out.
Oh yeah. Then you can like add texture post when you compose it in the drawing phase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Man, I should get into.
If I want to get a scene or something like that in my head to get a look at, I'll build it entirely in 3D, look at it, and then I'll bring in usually the buildings to sketch most of my characters on their own.
Yeah, the 40s and 50s draftsmen, they would be so envious of us right now if they found out that we were using 3D assets and stuff.
I heard from some people, they're like, oh, you're cheating, you can't really draw this stuff. I'm like, no, I can draw in perspective and everything. I've done it for years, but I just want to be fast. So
yeah, that's how we build efficiency. Like photo references, those build efficiency in one way.
Yep.
If you didn't draw from reference, then what are you going to reference? Like your visual library that's going to slightly alter itself over time. Your brain rots too, crystallizes and all that stuff. So you can't be carrying all that visual information constantly.
Yeah. Also, when I was a kid and stuff, I literally had a file cabinet that I had a Morgan. So I used to subscribe to National Geographic and things. So if I want to look at stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I see a lot of traditional like manga artists and stuff. They have like photo albums and stuff from National Geographic and file cabinets and atlases and stuff. Hey, Frank.
Hey, I didn't know I was on.
Welcome.
What's up?
But yeah, no, it's like basically the artist Trent Kenanuga, he basically got me to the point that it's like he's like 3D, yes, use it. If you're doing comics, definitely. You want everything's speed. Somebody tells you it's cheating, just ignore them. I'm like, that kind of makes sense. And that's basically kind of how it's just like, I got some stuff from 3D. So why not?
Yeah. I watch his YouTube channel. I like his work and a lot of what he says. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I like his work a lot, but I like the stylized kind of cartoony look that he has to his stuff. So
I dig his work ethic, but I don't like his attitude. I can't stand it. I love watching his YouTube videos, but I can't stand the attitude.
That's fine.
But I need to watch him. I don't watch out of spite. I watch Trent. He's got information, and I need that information. I heard like same that other people have like the same problem with Ethan Becker, but yeah, I know that it's more of like an act. But if you feel it more authentically when it's Trent.
I'm pretty sure that is Trent. Ethan Becker, I believe, is an act because I've seen him break break kayfabe essentially. So
Break kayfabe, yeah.
yeah, that's it. I've seen him kind of break that, so and be
Yeah.
like normal. I mean, Ethan Becker, I just find kind of amusing. So
Yeah.
yeah, but Trent is his own special snowflake.
Yeah, but he sort of had like that those decades behind him too. So
Mhm.
he's distinguished. So he kind of earns that keep in a way that Joan Byrne did.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you up, Frank? Been quiet?
I am redoing these pages. I'm also in the 9-vote. We're doing a 9-vote manga this time around. So yesterday I did some thumbnails, but I was making everyone think that was going to be the actual art. And then last night I posted in the thing, and I put a last page where it said April Fools. But the actual 4 pages is going to be the actual pages. I'm just redoing the art.
Well, that's cool.
I just woke up a little bit, so I'm still a little groggy. But
Yeah,
check out
mostly
my
just-
cool tab.
Just pour some coffee.
How old are you, Pete?
Cool.
29, 30, 40?
At least I am 58.
Ah,
Scary thing is that means in August Jimmy's going to be 60. So
oh.
and my oldest turned, was it 70? Just last year. So my oldest brother,
Okay, I thought your oldest child.
bunch of old guys.
You definitely feel the pressure of a decade.
I'm the baby at 58. Yeah.
I'm the baby too, and I'm not gonna say my age.
Well, I'm the oldest.
Yeah, same over here. But I sort of feel like a lone child.
Which basically meant that I had to help my mother change my little sister's papers and shit.
Okay, while
There you go.
that I had no experience in. So
Yes, because I'm the oldest and a girl. So yes, I had to do all that crap. And trust me, there was a lot of crap for her.
well, I guess I would have been doing it too, but I don't know if I were different sex. But I'm not from the US, so yeah, different culture, I think.
Probably. That's the way my mother was with that stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think I would help my sister not change the baby, but like throw the diapers out. Like I would help with that stuff, but I wouldn't change it.
I thought you were going to say throwing the baby with the bathwater.
I would throw the baby with the bathwater.
Oof.
Yeah. It wasn't
I threw the baby out, but it kept coming back.
Wonder why.
I thought that was a cat. You throw it out, it keeps coming back. The cat came back the very next day.
It was a baby cat.
Yeah.
Finds a way.
Gibbons out. Happy birthday, Pete. As you're cruising the shopping wheels on your bike with your on your side. I'm out. Take
Oh,
care,
he
buddy.
did. I didn't know he was here.
That was cool.
Yeah, he was in the chat.
Yeah, I think because I just woken up and I think I saw mentioned Gib. And then you said pop on. Like, all right, give me a minute. I was like, it took me a while to get on.
I saw your hangout thing. I was like, I need to get out of bed. So
Yeah. I just finished the
You know, I
mini comic. Go ahead, Pete.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did a Captain Gowers and Maskellman issue 2, which I have here.
Cool.
Have you moved that
The
bulk?
whole series. Soon.
Not yeah, I got I'm doing actually we're expanding it. I'm gonna do another issue. But there's like so much story that we were talking about.
Okay.
That well, I'm definitely gonna do more, but after I do a couple more, I'm gonna like switch gears and go into another different character, Captain Courage. But yeah, I haven't moved the bulk yet, but I did sell two packs because I'm doing them in packs. I got issue 1 and issue 2, and I also include these cards. But I did sell 2 this week, and I'm gonna go to the comic book shop. I just need to. I'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll see, and see if I can place 20 there because my comic book shop here is actually pretty. They allow like creator owned. They're good at it, so like I'm just gonna talk to them and see if they'll have at least 10 to 20, at least 10, hopefully 20, and then see if anything moves there. At least just say, hey, I have my stuff.
Not 5,000 copies.
Wow, 5,000 goggles. Dang. That would have been a feat, though, for indie publishing.
Yeah, if it came to that, hold on, let me go on Lulu.
How's your comic shop doing nowadays? Like, I know lots of comic stores shut down, and some aren't doing anywhere what business they were.
There's like, let's see, I think like 4 shops that I know of, and 3 that I've gone to before. So all those are still open.
Right.
I know the one I go to the most is I think they're the ones that haven't been open that long, but they're actually pretty good. I mean, it's small, but I mean, I think they get like a good crowd, like on. So they're staying afloat. And so
that's good.
So I'll go check them out every once in a while. I'll go buy stuff. That's when I'll talk to them and say, hey, do you guys carry, local creators? And there's like, oh, talk to the boss. Like I think like they'll allow it. And like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, I just gotta get some stuff done. I just have to have books to push there. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the small town I'm at, we had a comic store for a little while, but that was a couple years back. So we had nothing here.
Okay.
But I was in E-Town yesterday, and I was like, I wasn't driving around all of the E-Town. I don't even know if they have a comic store there.
Oh wow.
But I know like Louisville, I've been in Louisville, and they had a couple of comic stores. I don't know if they're still around. I know Lexington, which I've been to, has a few. It's obviously I'm not traveling around a lot recently, but
Yeah. Why not? What's wrong?
I don't know. Somebody told me
Yeah.
don't go out.
I don't know, some government head told me, don't say it. Say it. Get fined, sir.
Something about kill wasps or something. I don't know.
Oh.
So what about that? When
Oh.
you get the killer wasp.
121 gigawatts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. If I can give a plug to my comic book shop, they're on Instagram. They're called Limited Editions. Check them out in McAllen.
Yeah.
I've heard of them.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because of Instagram. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same one, but I have heard of a comic book place called Limited Edition. So
Unless, I'm not sure if it's a chain, but I don't know. But it might just be a common name. So I don't know. I know there's a bigger one.
Yeah, it's not like Joe Bob's Limited Edition or
Yeah. I know there's a bigger store. I mean, for us, it's one of the bigger comic book shops that people know about here called Myth Adventures, and they shortened their name to Myth. But they started as a just selling skateboards and T-shirts, and I think the owner, someone came to like push some books, and like, hey, you can have comic books here. Comic books, and like, give it a shot, and now it's like one of the bigger known shops here that carry comics and cards and RPG, also skateboards and T-shirts and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, most of the bigger comic stores have a little bit of everything. Maybe not skateboards, but they have toys and T-shirts,
yeah,
posters, and
geek stores.
It's funny, it's been years and years and decades. But the comic book store I grew up with, and from my old neighborhood in Brooklyn. They had comics, and then they, started selling Atari computers back in the day. But then they really latched on to start selling and even renting out movies until they fully changed and got rid of comics and just rented movies. It's like, God damn it.
Okay. I'm assuming they're not around anymore.
No, they're not around anymore. Yeah. But that was like this when everybody started, renting movies, then they started renting movies, because comics weren't selling as well as as that. So
Okay.
But that was I guess a couple of years before Blockbuster was around, at least in my neck of the woods of Brooklyn.
Okay. So how's retro coming along?
Retro progress is being made.
What's good?
Somebody wants food, I think.
Oh.
He's already been fed.
Oh, okay, I thought that was Pete's cat.
Aw. No.
Don't step on the keyboard.
No,
Step on it, speak aloud.
Look, you're famous. Everybody on the internet sees you.
Oh, cool.
Aw.
That
I'm
looks
waiting
like
for him to
you.
attack my hair. It's only a matter of time. Yep, there it is.
Now check this out, Pete. I got a drawing tablet with my stimulus.
Cool.
A part of it, anyway.
You be a little pain in the ass.
I'm Hey Joe, baby.
Yeah, I noticed the improvement of your work and
That's where tracing
really
comes
going
in.
places, Frank. Tracing helps.
Well, I use references. So yeah. Like
Hey,
this story
whatever gets you
I
there.
did. Yeah, like this story I did yesterday. I did just as a gag because I am going to do something for the 9-volt manga. But I'm going to do a stick figure comic and see what everyone says. And I end up just doing like a very small storyline. Like, hey, I can actually turn this into a comic. And Pete Seckler, he was like, "We're not gonna publish that," because I kept putting the pages out like serious, and I even like screen toned them and everything. And he's like, "We're not gonna publish that." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's not done yet. It's not, the dialogue's not there yet." And then I posted it last night. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet, except for like a couple of people, but no one's reacted to it. At least I don't think so. But I think, yeah, I can actually. I mean, I'll take out the gag pages, but I can turn this into a little story. So hopefully, I'll have a few stories in there. But I'm actually like how I was able to just come up with this in a few hours. Normally, I would be like, I don't know what to write, and just because I was doing it as a joke, like, oh, this will work. It's actually not bad. Now I just gotta make the art better.
Yeah, you'll get there. I mean, it's pretty much that you started drawing recently, right?
Well, I mean, I was drawing as a kid, but then I stopped. I was like on and off. So more recently was when I started getting a little bit more serious about it and drawing more regularly. I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 years ago when I started to like, hey, let me get back into this.
Right.
So drawing a little bit more seriously, and then I think it was around last year, actually around this time, March, something like that. Well, I think I started drawing more, and I started doing a little bit of comics, but then I started just like, hey, I want to make an actual comic, and I did a mini comic, and I found the Discord, the AAA creators, and that's where I was able to get some things published. So that's where I was learning more of the structures. People telling me I was doing it wrong, but
yeah.
Forget you. All right, I guess I'll do it right.
Yeah. There's a lot into art and comics especially. But you listen to everybody, and it all comes down to the same thing. You just do it and do it again.
Yeah.
And do it again. You'll get that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm just trying. Not reworking my art, but just
Oh, the monster's up.
Yeah, he said hello, so hi.
Welcome.
Hey, Aaron, we did not smack talk you. Don't worry about that.
Oh man, I drew it on a different layer. I drew it on my construction layer. Now I can't separate the.
Oh yeah, that's annoying. That's why I always lock the construction layer.
Yeah, I didn't do another layer. That's the thing. Like, oh my goodness. I think I'm groggy right now. But that's what this lasso tool is for.
Trust me, I've probably made about every digital mistake that you can do. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't even get into the stupid things I've done in Blender.
Yeah, Blender's more of a challenge. Not that I know personally, but I've watched friends play with it.
Trying to look for illustrations that is going to inspire the new comic, but I can't find the artist's name. I hate it.
What comic?
It's a 10-page X-rated anthology submission. But I'm going to use the aesthetics from Norwegian folktales, and mix it up with Art Nouveau.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So I needed I needed a few guidelines or inputs on how to properly process the black and white in a way that I wanted to look like from the Draftsman way back. But a lot of the pieces go unnamed, so it's hard to find a correct one that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Procol, the draft?
Yeah.
Hmm?
No, I'm not referring to the Draftsman show, no. Although people should watch that show or listen to it if they can.
What show?
The Draftsman podcast.
Oh, they're good. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about.
You guys know what's his name? Jeff Watts. Jeff Watts School.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd also recommend Rob Dunas of Sketchcraft. He's incredible. He actually helped me a lot. So.
Okay.
He ripped apart all my art and then showed me how to fix everything several years ago. So.
Oh.
So I'm thinking I'll probably go for another just about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because
another 10 hours.
Oh, yeah, that would be 2 hours.
Oh wow.
Because I got things to go, places to see, people to hit or something. Cats to feed. So yeah, I guess I'll go around, connect with each of you, and then do my outro. Yeah. So I'm going to go from top to bottom. We'll start with Jake.
Yeah.
Where do people find you online? And they want to promote.
Well, I usually find the people first, so that's but that's just me. You can find me harassing everybody from heaven above to hell below on Twitter at JTwister on the Bird platform, but it's not a W, it's a V. JTwister. And tune into the Indie Vault for me harassing the old people there. Yeah, there's a lot of harassment. No, it's not really.
Yeah, Jake, you're just harassing everyone.
Yeah, I got a track record of that. I got to better myself. I got to go into a 12-step rehab program. I had an attitude problem. Okay. But I don't have anything like to promote other than the 9 Volt anthology.
Where can we find the 9 Volt anthology? I'm assuming you're talking about the Cosmic Unknown.
Yeah. You can find the Cosmic Unknown on Lulu.com for $6.74. It's a 120-page 9-story anthology. Wow. Featuring cosmic space adventures and a little bit of something when it comes to sci-fi. We had a hard time wrangling that together, considering the subject matter, but we all got a comic out of it, from it. So it stars myself in it, of course, and Frank had to sit this one out because of stress.
Yeah.
So
that's not why, Jay. Don't spread lies.
I was going to be buttering you up now. Now I'm going to tell you about your bad heart and all that. No. Frank didn't want to do it, I think. So, yeah.
I'll talk
Lulu.com. Cosmic Unknown, 9 Volt Anthology.
Cool.
Passing the mic on to Allison.
Right then. Well, people can find me on Twitter. Yep. People can find me on Twitter. I believe it's allison.d.mcclone. I'm on Instagram with alleycat_comics. At comics, I spell COMIX because, I have to be different. I have a Facebook page for Alleycat Comics. I hang out from time to time with Jimmy Reyes and Page One Comics.
Oh, okay.
I've been on a few of David's streams, so I poke around. But yeah, that's pretty much me. Oh, you can get my Gumroad.
Every community.
Well, I even hang out with Alterna, so okay.
Wow.
But on occasion, I've been on a few of their shows, showing off my stuff. My Gumroad, I have Alleycat Comics up there. You can get my Manifested book up there, which all this stuff takes place in that universe. So,
cool.
That's that's about it. So I'll pass to Frank.
All right. You can find me on Salazar Art Nation on YouTube, with Salazar Art Nation on Instagram. I also have a link tree in my videos, so you can find that there. But I have a Ko-fi account where you donate the minimum of $3. I send you, what I got in PDF. But if you specifically request for the Captain Goggles and Mask Woman digital bundle, I will send you that. It's the first issue, the first mini comic of Captain Goggles and Mask Woman, 2 paper crafts and 2 coloring pages that you can print out. And I just finished issue 2 in PDF. So that's gonna have. I'm still not sure if I want to put it in part of that bundle, or promote it separately and have like some assets for it too. But that's gonna go up pretty soon. And you can also go on Instagram, look up 9-Volt Comics, and you will find a link in the bio that's going to take you to all the 9-Volt Anthologies books that are on sale currently. Plus, if you want to join a cool comics Discord, the AAA creators, there is an invite on there also. So check that out. Oh, and I do want to clarify, I didn't do the last Cosmic Unknown because I was working on I did want to do other stories besides just put stuff mainly for the 9-Volt. And that topic was giving me so much headaches that I did decide to step out and just work on my own stuff and not worry about it. Ironically, the story I'm working on, that came out of that, can be considered Cosmic Unknown. So, which is the Captain Godless and Masked Woman. It's gonna lead into that. So, but yeah.
Hey, still my respect for you for that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought the rumor was that you heard that Jake was on it, so you walked away.
Yeah, I was like, not that happy.
Damn
it. And Jake is in another anthology with Peter Seckler, the indie folk.
Well, yep. True. So I want to first thank everybody that showed up into the chat and wish me a happy birthday and was chatting amongst themselves in there. Active chat. So thank you one and all. And if you look over there right now, you see that Philip Russert wished me a happy birthday, and I want to personally thank Philip. Thank you very much. I'm doing some stuff for Philip, and he's my art rep. He also does conventions, and he's got his CreateCon event channel up on YouTube. You can go check out, and he's working on his first comic book, Tragedy. And he's already writing the 14th issue. It's insane. Yeah, he didn't get the first one out, but he's already writing 14th issue. So yeah, I wish you big, beautiful things for Philip in his comic writing future. But I will return one day. Yet to be determined, but my official return stream will be on Frank's channel, so we'll make sure to announce it way in advance. Essentially, I wanna be on top of things. I got a lot of different projects, a lot of different work. And I'm trying to better my different skills, and become old school. I come from up where, I pretty much did that on my awesome, like lonesome, I'm just used to like the way I used to work. But I love all my friends and love streaming, love the communities, love that it is essentially a renaissance going on where I see more and more creators all around, and an amazing thing. And I think there could be a way for us to really join together and make this comic industry a bigger and better thing. But there's definitely been a resurgence of people on YouTube who are doing streams like this. before is like, yeah, Jimmy Reyes and Peterson Medi with Alternative Comics, and you got the Artcasters. You got so many different groups. The Indie Vault, and they just have creator after creator after creator, like with Nefarious and Global Frequency. They've been doing a lot more. A lot more. They've been doing a lot of interviews, and there's individual creators doing that. And I'll say that, like, I've been pretty much on and off since 2012, and I've had a lot of creators come on my show, which was Studio Synergy, and then when Jeff Lafferty decided to do the Artcasters, and I was the original or whatever. That we started doing it back then, and it's just been more and more individuals doing that, and it's encouraging. And it definitely seems more and more creators doing books now, and a lot more talented people. It's like there's a lot of green people originally back in the day doing almost what looked like zines, and there's a lot more professional quality out there. So it's great that individual creators are getting together and improving their skills, and a lot more people publishing their books and having digital versions out there, and doing crowdfunding and all that. It's like I plan to do a lot of crowdfunders coming up, couple this year perhaps, and more, and much more in the future. Support your local and international indie creators out there, and cheer them on, because it's a lot of hard work, and we don't do this for free.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody. Give me a like, become a Patreon, subscribe to my channel, all that jazz. Till next time, like I said, me and Frank will be streaming together upon my return to regular scheduled channel. But that's at least a month off, if not more. I'm just battling every day to get more and more work done. So that's what I'm up to. But you can reach me online: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Till next time, take care, everybody. Have a great day, and thanks for all the birthday wishes. All right.
Thanks.
Later.
Bye.
Later.
Adios.